Hey there, and welcome to another trip report. Tonight, I'm headed across the Atlantic with Air France in economy class on board their Airbus A350-900. The Montreal to Paris route is a popular one for this SkyTeam airline with multiple daily departures from Montreal. My flight tonight departs just before 7 p.m. with a scheduled arrival time into Paris just before 7:30 a.m. local time. Here in Montreal, check-in for Air France flights is at counters 435 to 452, with self-serve kiosks and staffed counters. This area is shared with KLM, Air France's partner airline, who operate flights from Montreal to Amsterdam. After checking in, it's a quick walk over to security screening for the domestic and international gates. For passengers catching international flights like myself, you clear this security checkpoint and then head left out of security towards the international section of the terminal, where you'll have your boarding pass scanned to be granted entry. Security screening was quick, taking around 15 minutes from entry to exit, and there was no queue to enter the international section of the terminal either. The international section of the terminal is lined with restaurants, cafes, and duty-free shopping, and overall, it's very modern and aesthetically designed. My flight's departing from gate 55 today, about halfway down the international pier. There's lots of seating here, and it's a comfortable and spacious area to wait for your flight. Getting a look at the aircraft taking me to Paris tonight, I'll be on board this 3.5-year-old Airbus A350-900 that was delivered new to Air France in 2019. As of October 2023, Air France had a fleet of 22 A350s with an additional 19 aircraft on order, using them on many of their long-haul routes from the airline's hub at Paris-Charles de Gaulle Airport. Air France boards their intercontinental flights by assigned zone number, with Zone 1 for business class, Zone 2 for premium economy, Flying Blue Platinum and Gold members, and SkyTeam Partner Airline Elite members, Zone 3 for Flying Blue Silver members, and Zones 4 and 5 for all other economy class passengers. I was assigned Zone 4, and as seems to be a common trend on every long-haul Air France flight I've been on, boarding was a slow and chaotic process. It was scheduled to start at 5:50 p.m., 1 hour before departure, and they started boarding my zone number at 6:20. After scanning my boarding pass and checking my ID, from there it took 30 minutes for us to crawl our way along the jet bridge and onto the aircraft. Stepping on board the aircraft, to the left we have business class, which consists of 34 lie-flat pod-style seats in a 1-2-1 seating configuration. To the right, we have premium economy, which consists of 24 extra recliner seats in a 2-4-2 seating configuration, and behind that, we have economy class. I'm booked in seat 28A for this flight, which is a window seat on the left side of the aircraft. The seats are modern, clean-looking, and simple, with a fabric back and base and a leather-covered headrest at the top. Economy class on this aircraft is laid out in a 3-3-3 seating configuration, with 266 seats in total. Every seat is equipped with a large touchscreen entertainment system and USB power, and the cabin overall feels super modern and premium, with well-designed accent lighting and color selections. Taking a look at what was provided at the seat when we boarded the aircraft, we have a comfortable-looking pillow with a fabric pillowcase, a set of headphones for use with the entertainment system, and a soft blanket. Taking a look around the seat a bit more, at the top of the entertainment screen, we have a hook for the entertainment system headset when not in use, and at the bottom of the screen, we have a USB-A charging port and a connection port for the entertainment system audio. Below the entertainment screen, we have a cup holder as well as the tray table for the seat, both of which flip down for use. The tray table is a good size and is mounted on rails such that it can slide inwards and outwards. Below the tray table, we have a large pocket for storing things, and on the outside of the pocket, we have two smaller mesh pouches, one for storing your own items and the other for the safety information card for this aircraft. Taking a look at the overhead panel above the seat, we have a personal reading light for each seat, but unfortunately no personal air vents. In terms of space in the seat, the legroom is quite decent, with 31 inches of pitch. For me, at 5'10", I had tons of knee room to spare. I was able to fit my large backpack under the seat in front quite easily, only having to battle with one chair leg nearest the cabin wall. The seats are 17 inches wide, with thin armrests on either side that also house the recline button for my seat.
Bagages de petit format doivent être placés sous le siège devant vous. Les issues de secours doivent rester.
Please fold away your tray table and cup holder. Put your seat in the upright position and retract your leg rest. Seat exits are located on each side.
Boarding wrapped up just after 7 p.m., and 25 minutes behind schedule, we're on our way to Paris.
Décollage de nuit, nous réduisons l'intensité lumineuse de la cabine. Vous pouvez utiliser l'hélice située au-dessus de vos sièges. Ladies and gentlemen, please take off by night.
With the super intense cabin mood lighting on full blast, we're climbing away from Montreal with 7 hours until we reach Paris. Shortly after takeoff, the cabin crew handed out wet towelettes and travel safe kits as a part of the airline's commitment to passenger safety following the pandemic. Inside these kits, we have a packet of hand sanitizer, a disinfecting wipe, and a disposable face mask, though in February 2023, masks are not mandatory on board. As we continue our climb, let's check out the seatback entertainment system. From the main screen, in the top right corner, we have various control functions, including a section for viewing items you've favorited, buttons to adjust the system volume and display brightness, and to call an attendant or turn on the overhead reading light. In terms of the system content, we have broad entertainment categories such as movies, TV shows, music, kids content, and wellness, with subcategories to group the content in each section. There's a good variety of movies, though I do wish that there was a search function to make it easier to find specific titles. For most of the TV show titles, the offering is fairly limited, with only 1 or 2 episodes available. Overall, the system is quick to respond and relatively easy to use. Checking out the in-flight maps next, this interface has great graphics quality and 3D visuals. There are several viewing options centered around the aircraft itself, and a section with some current flight information. There's also a destination guide section, which has more detailed info on different Air France destinations, with lists of attractions, restaurants, and practical info about the weather, health system, events calendars, and getting around the city. There are also street maps for those cities included here as well, which is super helpful for becoming familiar with where you're headed. Lastly, this aircraft is equipped with exterior-mounted cameras that passengers can view through their entertainment screen, but unfortunately we don't have much of a view this evening. Pulling out my laptop to get some work done, there's just enough space to use a large laptop in these seats, but if the seat in front was reclined, it would be a lot more difficult. Also note that there are no AC power outlets to help keep your laptop charged. There is Wi-Fi available on board this aircraft, though it is a paid service. To connect, you join the Air France Connect Wi-Fi network, and you'll be brought to the homepage where you can view the flight progress as well as the different Wi-Fi packages available. There are 3 packages, starting with the free Wi-Fi-based messaging pass, followed by the Surf Pass for browsing the web and checking email at a cost of €8 for 1 hour or €18 for the full flight. And finally, the Stream Pass, which additionally allows you to stream video at a cost of €30 for the full flight. About an hour after takeoff, the crew announced what the meal options were in each cabin of travel, and another 30 minutes later, meal service got underway. In economy, it's chicken or pasta, and I opted for the chicken, which was sweet and sour style, served with veggies and rice. The tray was also served with a curried orzo salad as an appetizer, a slice of cheddar cheese, a bread roll and butter, a water bottle, and a blueberry cheesecake for dessert. Overall, this was a good meal, and the main dish was particularly tasty. Air France also provides sustainable wooden cutlery with their economy class meals, and packets of salt, pepper, and sugar were provided as well. A beverage service was offered with the meal, with complimentary wine available. 2 hours since our departure now, and the meal trays are cleared away, with the final aisle service of coffee, tea, or digestives now being offered before the cabin lights are dimmed for the night. Before I get some rest, let's explore the cabin a bit. The economy class cabin is divided into 2 sections with a set of lavatories separating them. There are 6 lavatories available to economy class passengers, with 4 in the middle of the cabin and 2 at the rear. Stepping into one of the lavatories at the rear of the cabin, it's clean, modern, and well lit, but is quite narrow and a bit cramped. Back at my seat, let's check out the recline and get comfortable for the night. Looking at the row ahead, the recline capability of these seats is very impressive. Putting my seat back, it gives you a very angled position, and I'm hoping that'll make it easier to get a good night's sleep. The headrest at the top of the seat is height adjustable and also has folding sides to provide extra support. Settling in with the blanket, with the seat reclined and my feet slid all the way under the seat in front, I'm surprisingly super comfortable for being seated in economy class. Waking up 2 hours later, that was arguably the best economy class sleep I have ever had. A combination of the impressive recline, supportive headrest, and foot space under the seat made it easy to get comfortable and sleep. A few minutes after I woke up, with 70 minutes to go before landing, breakfast was served. The breakfast offering is a small tote bag filled with an assortment of items, along with a beverage service. Looking at what's in the bag, we have a yogurt drink, an orange juice, and what is basically a dinner roll with an assortment of condiments, including cream cheese, butter, and strawberry jam. I was surprised to not see a croissant on a French airline, but I presume that's reserved for the higher classes of travel. While the bag is cute, the contents feels a bit confused.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning our descent to Paris. Please return to your seat. Your hand baggage may be stored in the right compartments.
With the sun rising over Paris, we're now on descent towards Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. It is 7:27 a.m. local time. Arrival is located in Terminal 2 The mail now is activated flight mode. Please keep your seatbelt fastened till the illuminated sign has been switched off, and be carefully while please wear compartments.
Thanks for joining me for this trip report, and I hope you enjoyed it. Air France's economy class hard product on their Airbus A350 is surprisingly comfortable for sleeping, with great recline and good footroom. The cabin is super modern and feels quite premium as well. The food and other amenities provided at the seat rounded it out nicely, with a tasty meal, comfortable blanket and pillow, and thoughtful sanitation kits. On the whole, this was a super easy and pleasant way to cross the Atlantic.